It's early on a Sunday morning. I'm getting it in here.
Sure, man.
It's your man DJ Ekin, Tampa's most connected DJ. MyPlace again with the dude, Chuck Taylor.
Appreciate you, man.
Dude, first off, you know what I want to do. I want to get right into the name, dude. Is it? Normally, I like when I ask people this kind of question, I'm waiting for like a big gigantic story. So I know you got one, you know. And in honor of you being here today, just let it be known. Let it be known.
That's the first thing I peeped out, man. I like that. I'm digging that.
So how the name come about?
Well, you know, starting off, you know, my name is Chuck. You know,
oh, okay.
Everybody back home call me Chuck. You know, that's the name that I've always had.
Right.
And I've always wore Chuck Taylors. And, you know, I got with my team, you know, while I wore the label MP3 Wax. You know, we all got together and we was like, man, what we gonna use as your name?
Right.
As far as, you know, being an artist. And we sit there, we got to think. I said, man, what we gonna put together? So I want to use my name.
Right.
To keep, you know, something, you know, that's me, but I want to put a flip on it. And I started, you know, putting a collage of stuff that I like. I like the guitar, you know, I like music. And it's one thing that wrong was like, I always wear Chuck Taylor shoes. It's already, you know, a name people are familiar with. And, you know, it makes you want to be like, well, his name Chuck Taylor. Let me figure out what this is about.
Right.
Because
that was me too. I did a little research.
Right. And I wear them all the time. And so I said, let me put my first name, that was Taylor on the end of it, run with it.
And it's been rocking.
Yeah, man, that's what I wear every day.
I will say this. Name aside, a lot of people gimmick it, whatever. But I had a chance to peep you with that guitar thing, dude, and. Let's get into the music, man. And is the guitars? I mean, because you play more than the guitar, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I play bass. You know, I'm just now learning keys. You know, I actually started on drums.
Okay.
And you know, I live with drummers. I live with musicians, and you know, traveling and you know, playing for other people. You know, I've always been around musical stuff. But it was something about the guitar just fascinating. You know, learning. You know.
Right.
Yeah, and I've been playing since I was 7.
Wow.
On and off when I was younger, then I just stuck with it, you know.
So how do you describe the? Because we'll get into the show in a minute, and because obviously, like I said, I've seen some video footage on you, and like I said, I think the live show, if people ever get to peep that, they're gonna have a newfound respect for Chuck Taylor.
I appreciate
it. But how would you describe the sound, like the Chuck Taylor sound?
Well, our sound, and I get a lot is like, what genre is he in? Is he this lane? Is he pop? Is he rock? Is he this? And my answer to them is to clear up a lot of stuff. Is a natural answer, and I tell them I'm multi-genre. But I don't like to be put in a box because the music that we make is so diverse. You know what I'm saying? It has so many textures of different flavors and genres, and what we do, we don't like to minimize ourselves as one category.
Right.
So, you know, with my music, you know, everything's live. You know, all my musicians, you know, I play professionally for other people. You know, they're good friends of mine. And there's something about live music that people love. You know, I play for different groups and play for, you know, different projects. And there's something about natural music, you know, natural instruments that make people move versus hearing it on a record. You know what I'm saying? People love concerts.
Yeah.
So I just took that and I'm trying to bring real music back. So I just incorporate what I do with live music. Chuck Taylor live, man.
Okay. Well, let me go here then. Let me make it, because you know sometimes, you know, with this younger generation and social media, they like comparisons. Okay. So if we could get an artist that probably is close to the Chuck Taylor sound that's out right now, where if you were in a lane of a few artists or one or two artists, or just give me one that, you know, that Chuck Taylor lane is kind of where you had to put yourself close to. Because I gotta put myself in the Oprah Winfrey of this hip hop interview thing. Okay. I don't know how that happened, but I just love Oprah. I think she do a real interview.
Oh man, she was a pioneer.
That's what I said.
And you know, the back door, you know exactly what you said about the Oprah thing. What I'm gonna say about my personal music is, I feel like I'm in my own lane. Not to sound arrogant. I feel like I'm in my own lane. People that have inspired me, and put me in a musical element of my sound that I'm fond of would be, you know, like Outkast.
Okay.
Big, you know, I got the Stank on it.
Right now.
AT Aliens, I got a Criminal right now.
Right now.
You know what I'm saying? And one thing, you listen to their music, it was hip hop, you know, rap, but they had real bass lines. Right. They had real hi-hat, real drums. They sampled real snare hits. Right. You know, horn section hits. So, you know, I'm a big musical guy, so I listen to all that. And a lot of music now is a lot of, you know, MPC, you know, no disrespect to producers that use that, but, you know, everything's programmed. Right. Versus using real live, you know, instrumentation. Right. And I would say, you know, it's Outkast, Earth, Wind and Fire.
Oh, so now you gonna make my uncle proud right now. My uncle watching this like, go boy.
Oh, God, like my dad, all he did was play old records, man. And when I first started playing, that's what I used to do. I used to go in my basement and take old 45 records.
Right.
And I would plug up and I would try to mimic what they were doing. So
right.
All like Earth, Wind and Fire, Marvin Gaye, but some of the pioneers that I personally like be Outkast, Prince.
Right.
People that were pioneers.
Talking about people that you be sitting like, ooh, go do it.
Yeah, and I went back to Prince and like James Brown, all those groups, because you listen to their music, they were professionalists. They like to execute and make sure the music was tight and took time to make sure it was right. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm trying to do. I ain't just trying to put up a whole bunch of mixtapes. We don't make them wait for the album because I want to take them on a ride, an experience, and a journey with my music does.
Oh, okay, cool. So we got the single out right now.
Yep.
The single called. Give it to me.
We got You Heard spinning now, and the new one that just dropped is called The Show. And we're getting a lot of love out the show. Actually liking that a lot.
Give me the science behind the single. Give me this, because usually there's a purpose behind a record. Is a female? Is it? Give me the science behind the new single.
Well, basically, when shout out to the hit team because without them, we work as a group when we can create music.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't do it by myself. And when we get in the room, we are open-minded and we create, almost like an energy in the room that, ciphers, and we come up with ideas. We just throw stuff out until stuff works.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So when I heard it, I was like, it's smooth. I put the guitar lick on. I said it's kind of laid back. So let me vibe. So I go off what I felt, and I was like, man, let me put myself in a position where I could talk about somebody that's really going through that moment at that time. So I was like, you're talking about a young lady doing what she's doing. And the way I said it was like you putting yourself right there on the scene.
Gotcha.
That was my purpose for the record.
Right.
So any gentleman, female, whatever, there is a time and a place for different things. So if you're seeing something that's going on that's making you feel some type of way, and they finessing the music with what they're moving to, so I worded that so that it fit the song and it worked.
Good stuff. So they can get it where can they get it right now?
You can go on MP3 Wax. It's
okay.
MP3 WAXX.com, MP3wax.com. They got it. You can download all the latest, hottest music from there.
Because we got to be able to find you. You know, social media. They got to be able to find you.
You got all my followers. Salute to all my followers and all my fans out there. Those who don't have it, you can go to Instagram, Chuck Taylor Live.
Yeah,
at Chuck Taylor Live, no underscore. Twitter at Chuck Taylor.
Yeah, I scroll through the Twitter timeline there.
Follow me, man. I follow back. I follow back.
Nosy journalist. I'm up in there. I'm up in your timeline. Like, dude, Chuck Taylor Live talking about, man. So I know you said, like you said, you're working on records and mixtapes and stuff now. The next big thing was so are you working on the album right now that's going to drop soon?
We actually are working on the album right now.
Okay.
We have other, tracks that we work on, but we're to the point where I have like 4 or 5 albums worth of material.
Oh, okay.
So we record every day, nonstop. We work.
Right.
So it's to the point now where we're just selecting which ones, putting it in the basket, picking it. It's a group decision. So we sometimes take time. We can't just like you want a song that I might think be high. And we have to compromise with each other.
Right.
On certain songs we want to put out. Yeah, but I believe all the records we have are quality records. We like to have them.
Okay. And you out on the road too, we know that. So if they follow the Twitter, Chuck Taylor Live, and then of course the website again, what's the website?
You can go to www.mp3wax.com. And that you can download my song from there. They're breaking a lot of artists,
right?
A lot of records. Great platform, man. They definitely been pushing all of my stuff. And go on YouTube, man. Chuck Taylor Live.
And you on the road so they can come see you do your thing live.
Yeah. Like I say on my social media, I put all my stuff from daily. I'm always posting on Instagram, on Twitter. You can talk to me. I'm a person. So you follow me, I follow back. I just appreciate the love I'm getting from all the DJs and people like you. Let me come on the show.
I appreciate you coming. Next matter of fact, I'm already giving you the invite back. And I need you to bring, I'm going to call it the guitar. Because when I see you get funky with it, it's the guitar. I need you to bring that with you next time you come.
Up, man.
But what I want you to do too, because I think I like the Chuck Taylor Live movement a lot. And I think what I really like about it too is you have a team, it's a movement, and you're doing it one day at a time. You know what I'm saying? You're taking it one day at a time, and nothing is too big or too small for you to try. So if you could give an aspiring artist or a kid that looks and goes, I want to learn something from Chuck Taylor. If you could give him that one piece of advice before you left MyPlace today, what would that be?
My word of advice is to be you, be yourself. Don't let nobody tell you what you can or cannot do, because I've touched the bottom, man, and it ain't one way to go, and that's up. So a lot of people have discouraged me and told me the stuff that I couldn't do,
right,
and certain stuff I didn't excel in, but I found my calling. So find your calling. Be around people that are supportive. That's the main thing, is keep a clear head with what you're doing.
Right.
Because everybody says that with you ain't with you. And so it's, I'm learning every day. So stay true to who you are, stay true to your craft, and just keep positive people, in your corner, because without my team, I wouldn't be here, man.
Right.
Wide World, the label, and P2 Wax, all those guys have been pushing me. So stay true to who you are and believe in yourself.
Dude, Chuck Taylor, man, it's just go on Twitter right now. It's Chuck Taylor Live. Get your pen, Chuck, so you can join this movement right here, all right? It's DJ Ekin, it's Chuck Taylor, man. MyPlace, the new Hot 1015. We gone, baby. Good to see you, man. Appreciate it.
Right on.